to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. Listen, when I tell y'all it's a beautiful day today here in Gwinnett County, it is a beautiful day. It is 57 degrees, going up to a high of 68, y'all. That's beautiful. Like, I've been outside on the patio. As a matter of fact, I've been up really early, only to be 5 minutes late doing this show. I can't even understand myself today. But it's so beautiful this morning. So it's nice and sunshiny outside, and it's just lovely. But anyway, today is Wednesday. It's Thanksgiving Eve, baby. Hump day. You have made it to the middle. Some of you, this is it. I know somebody saying, thank God, today is my Friday. Just like it's Audrey's Friday. No. Today is not my Friday. I'm going to be here tomorrow broadcasting too. But for somebody, today is their last day. Like my husband he's off today. After today, he's off. So it's going to be a lot of cooking. It's going to be a short show too because I got a lot to do. We have a lot of people coming for dinner tomorrow. So I got a lot to do, but I did want to get on here and say, give it horoscopes out for the day and let you know about a couple of things that's going on this evening. So if you are off after today and you say, no, and I'm not ready to go in the house yet because I'm not cooking anything, I just want to go have some fun. I'm going to tell you a couple of things you can do this evening to have some fun if you're not home cooking. But anyway, it's hump day. For those of you who have to wait till Friday, it's hump day. You almost there. You made it to the middle. You may have tomorrow off because it's a holiday. You know what's crazy? I used to work in a hospital. I worked in a hospital for almost 9 years. And if you were lucky enough to get a holiday off, that was a good thing. Like they had what was called rotating holidays. So you may have to work on Thanksgiving, but you're off on Christmas. And then you got to work on New Year's. And people used to be trying to swap that junk out because nobody really wanted to work on New Year's. Like New Year's Eve, now here's the crazy part. If you worked the 3 to 11 shift on New Year's Eve, that sucked. Because you had to get off at 11 o'clock. But you had an hour to go get ready and go out and have some fun. And you're off the next day. But I used to hate that. And so I used to hate that every other holiday off kind of crap. I wouldn't trade that junk for the world. But that's somebody's reality. And so I know, is it your holiday off this week or you gotta wait till Christmas? Somebody's saying, and me personally, I want all my holidays off. So that when that used to happen to me, I used to be very upset. Going into work, everybody. Now, the only thing about it was when I worked in X-ray, I worked 7 to 3. So if I had to work, if I did have to work, which I don't think I worked. When I worked in X-ray, I don't think we worked holidays. I didn't work holidays. It wasn't until I went on the floors, up on the floors in the hospital, that I had to rotate my holidays every other holiday, every other weekend. Yeah, that crap. And I was like, ugh. So I wouldn't trade that for the world, y'all. But anyway, that's somebody's reality, and it's okay because if you have to work tomorrow, you off on Christmas. The problem is you're not off on New Year's when the party goes down. So anyway, let's get this show rolling because I got to go get it right for tomorrow. Look, I'm cooking. What am I cooking? I'm making macaroni and cheese. Like, I'm not the cook in the house. Can I cook? Yes, I can burn. I do not like cooking. However, I am going to make the macaroni and cheese. At least I'm going to start it. So here's what normally happens, right? This always happens. Every now and again, I actually follow through on making the macaroni and cheese. So I said, I'm going to make the macaroni and cheese, right? But then I'm upstairs working, and my husband wound up making the macaroni and cheese because I'm taking too long to come down the stairs to actually start the macaroni and cheese. By the time I finally venture down the stairs, the macaroni and cheese is in the oven. Now, I'm going to really try to do my part to help out, some kind of way I'm going to help out. It may not be the macaroni and cheese, but I may peel the potatoes or the sweet potatoes, or the white potatoes, make the potato salad. Yes, we make our potato salad from scratch. We don't go, sometimes we go to Kroger's and they got good potato salad at Kroger's, by the way. And I'm not a potato salad lover, but they got one that I actually like. And I have actually said, hey, buy some potato salad from Kroger's. That's because I really like it. And I used to wouldn't eat potato salad at all. Like, I was like, ugh, I don't like potato salad. But then I started to try. My mom made it. And then she taught my husband how to make it. And it was good. And I was like, okay, I can eat this. But there have been times I've actually said to my husband, hey, get some potato salad from Kroger's, which is very rare. But it has been times. So anyway, I'm gonna do my best to do my part. But in the meantime, I got to straighten up some things. I got to clean up some stuff. I'm gonna get it started. All right, let's get the show rolling so I can let you guys go because you probably got to cook too. I get it. It's Thanksgiving Eve, baby. It's going down. My daughter already called me like, what time you want me to come over? I said 5 o'clock, because I know I still got a lot of work to do. So I need to have a little bit of peace and quiet so I can get all my work done, and then everybody can start coming over, because she and the baby are staying the night, and so that's going to be a lot of work by itself. Not really, because the baby's really good now. She's so sweet. That's my sugar baby. I talked to her this morning. Good morning, Gia. Good morning, sugar baby. That's what I call her, sugar baby. All right, today is November the 23rd. It's also National Espresso Day. It's also National Eat a Cranberry Day. Not some cranberry, a cranberry. I don't know how a raw cranberry tastes. I imagine that it may taste sour. National Cashew Day. Listen, that's my day right there. I love cashews. My uncle used to go to New York. My Uncle Bubba, his wife was from New York. And so they would go to New York like on the weekends, and he would always get a cheesecake from Junior's and bring me a big bag of cashews, which cost about $15, $20. I love cashews. But now the cheesecake, he kind of shared that with everybody, but my cashews, they were my own. Junior's, people used to be all crazy about Junior cheesecake. I wasn't really all that, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I was like, okay, I mean, I've had better, but Junior's is famous for that cheesecake, y'all. And he used to always get a Junior's cheesecake and bring it home, but he would always bring me a big bag of cashews, which I love. It's also National Jukebox Day, so you want to put the music on, music is going on. And National Tie On One Day. All right, tie on one means get a drink. Here's the thing, don't tie on too many. Okay, this says tie on one, which means just one. Don't tie on many. It doesn't say tie on many today. It says tie on one. I know somebody like, we about to go ahead and cook, and we're going to sip the syrup while we cook and burn up some stuff. I get it, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Somebody going to be sipping on the syrup while they cooking, and they're going to burn up something. It's going to be the cornbread, the sweet potatoes. Somebody going to burn some sweet potato pie, and y'all going to put it on the counter tomorrow. And people like, look, y'all know what we do. Who made this pie? Yeah, because everybody can't make sweet potato pie. Ooh, who made these potatoes? Who made this potato salad? That potato salad look white too. I don't want that. I don't like no white crunchy potato salad. Listen, y'all know black folks are funny. If you don't know about food, let me tell you something. I gotta tell y'all a story. So I can't remember which holiday it was. So we have Ooh, I'm laughing because this is funny. So we have a family group, right? And every morning since my mom passed away last year, because my mother was the glue that connected us all together. It's like she was the person that called everybody every day. So she was the glue that connected us all together. And so for us to stay connected, because everybody's pretty busy and don't have time to call everybody like she did every day, we decided to put everybody in a family text, right? So we're in the family text, and I can't remember what holiday it was. I don't know, was it the 4th of July? I think it was the 4th of July. No, it wasn't the 4th of July. I forgot which holiday it was. But anyway, we were talking about, we was having something, and people were talking about what they was going to bring. So one of my friends said, because she like my sister, so she's in the family chat too. So she said, yeah, I'm going to bring the potato salad, right? Now, I know my real family. I'm like, ooh, I was like, yeah. So in the family chat, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that potato salad, girl, because my family funny when it comes to that potato salad. And my nephew put the big old laughing emoji, because listen, don't bring the potato salad. They gonna talk about you. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about bringing that potato salad, because my family is funny when it comes to that potato salad. Don't bring no white crunchy potato salad. Oh, girl, you gonna get talked about. But anyway, that's what I thought about as I was saying it, because we get funny like that. Ooh, who made these greens? What's in them? Smoked turkey neck. Oh, okay, because y'all don't eat no pork. That's how it goes down around here, honey. If y'all don't know about black folk and they cooking, just go to TikTok. You're going to find some of the funniest videos ever about us and our food, because we are funny about that food. Yeah, like you can't just be bringing any old thing. That macaroni and cheese looking all creamy, don't look like it got nothing in it but some, Cheese Whiz, that's not gonna fly. Cheese Whiz and the macaroni and cheese, and that's all it look like. You poured it right out the box and just put some Cheese Whiz in it. Not gonna fly at my house. I don't care how creamy it look. Who made this potatoes? Who made this macaroni and cheese? It's just I don't want none of that. Yeah, they gonna talk about you. Anyway, let's get this show going. Because that's the real deal in the black households at Thanksgiving and when it's time for us to get that food together. Yeah, don't bring no white potato salad, no Cheese Whiz macaroni and cheese. You're going to get talked about. And some dressing. For those of y'all who don't know who dressing is stuffing. Down south, we call it dressing. Up north, we call it stuffing. Yeah, so I was born in Georgia, raised in Jersey. So when I lived down south, it was dressing. But when I moved to Jersey and grew up, it was stuffing. So who made that dressing? No, who made it? You know she don't know how to make no dressing. She put too much celery in her dressing. I don't love bell peppers. I don't like all that in my stuff, in my dressing. I don't like all that stuff. Just put the sage in it. Don't put all that in my dressing. I don't want all that bell pepper, big chunks of celery in my dressing. I don't like it. Yeah, that's how we talk. That's how we talk, y'all. That is how it goes down. That is funny. All right, let's get the show rolling. Let's keep it rolling. So today is Wednesday, November the 23rd. It's also Thanksgiving Eve, and we're going to start these horoscopes. All brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to kick that thing off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You may find that romance will unfold through business connections. You may be emotional and quick to judge others. Expect to have problems with the ones you love. All right, here's the thing, Aries. You don't have to expect to have problems. If you know problems are coming, just say, you know what? I'm not doing this today with you. It's Thanksgiving Eve. Go on about your business. I'm going to go about mine. We'll come back on Thanksgiving and be thankful for everything we got, right? But right now, I'm not about to argue with you. Just say that. Walk away. Do not let that person ruin your day. Do not. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something. And my husband probably listening right now, but I'm going to say this. We ain't going to mess with him for the next 2 days. He can do whatever he want to do because we know when he cooked that food with love, everybody's happy. But if we tick him off, food is not going to be good. It's not going to be good. It's going to be ticked off. So nobody's going to bother him today. And nobody's going to bother him tomorrow. It's so funny, y'all. And when people say, ooh, child, them ribs was good. Yeah, we be like, yeah, he made them with love. But when he is in a bad mood, food ain't going to be good. So he knows nobody's going to bother him for the next 2 days. Nobody bothers him anyway, but we're definitely not going to bother him today and tomorrow because he could burn, he could cook some good food, but when we take him off and he goes into a bad mood, food is not good. Food is not good, so we won't bother you, honey. We're not going to say one word to you. You can do whatever you want to do. We're not saying anything. Drink you a beer, get you a glass of wine, do your thing. We're not going to bother you. That is a running funny thing in my family. Whenever that food is delicious, he was in a good mood. He put a lot of love into it. And when we was like, what? Too much salt in that. He didn't put no love in it. Somebody ticked him off. So we're not going to bother you today. Not at all. In the meantime, you may find romance will unfold through business connections. All right, now watch that. Watch that now. That romance unfolding. I don't want to have to cut nobody. I'm just saying. My husband's an Aries, just in case y'all hadn't picked that up yet. Listen, I don't know about all that romance unfolding. I don't want to have to cut nobody. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm kidding. Taurus, you may have difficulties with family members if you get involved in petty arguments. Don't give in too quickly. All right, listen. Again, Taurus, don't argue with the family. It's about to be listen, this is a family weekend. Do not be arguing with folks. I know Uncle John gonna come over. He gonna drink too much, right? Sit him in a corner and give him something to sober him up. Don't argue. You know, I know some of your family members are like, who invited them? I told y'all not to invite him over. He'll still the white off rice. Just watch him. That's all. Somebody invite him. You can't tell him to leave. So let him sit. Put him in a corner and put an eye on him, cause he gonna steal something if y'all let him go to the bathroom. He gonna definitely steal something. So listen, you know they invited him. You know that's Aunt Jean's son, and she wanted him to come, but he's a thief, and you know he's a thief, and he's at your house. So you know once he leave, you're gonna have to get ringed and everything else because he's coming back. He done scoped out some stuff too. I know, but don't let it ruin your weekend. I know, don't get involved in petty arguments. Just have a good weekend, okay? Gemini, you have a real need to be vocal. A romantic dinner followed by a quiet evening with the one who is enticing you, all right, should be most satisfying. If you join intellectual cultural groups, you should meet individuals who will stimulate you. Yes, listen, if you like to talk to smart people, Gemini, you're going to find some of them groups and you're going to be stimulated. Yes, you're going to be so intrigued about what they're saying. Like, I like stuff like that. That's me. Like, I like talking to smart people. I like watching smart things on TV. You know, I like history. That's me. In the meantime, you have a real need to be vocal. You have a need to be vocal, but should you be vocal is a question you need to ask yourself, Gemini. You got this need because you're just itching to say what you need to say. But should you is the question. Because sometimes some things are just better left unsaid. Maybe today you shouldn't say it, even though you feel a need to be vocal. Now, I'm just telling you to think that thing through before you open your mouth. Cancer. Don't trust a deal that looks too good or a lover who appears to have it all. Try to get everyone involved. It will help bring you closer together. Don't put limitations on yourself. All right, look, if it looks too good to be true, Cancer, 9 times out of 10. And if your lover appears to have it all, trust me, something is missing. You just haven't seen it yet. It's too early in the game. Ask the questions. Don't be so in love as you don't ask them questions. You know, what was your last relationship like? What's your family like? Me and my friend was talking about that this morning. You know, she was talking about family, and I was like, yeah, because this is the time of season when you want to be with your family, right? You need to find out what is their family relationship. Do y'all get together a lot for events? Because if you that type of person and you like your family like to get together and do things, and then you get into a relationship with somebody whose family just don't care about stuff like that, that may not be a good relationship for you. I'm just saying, because it's going to be like, it's always going to be one-sided. Like, you're going to be with a person, and it's always going to be your family, not their family, because their family just don't get together. That may be a problem for you. So you need to ask these important questions. I'm saying, because if that's how you feel, like, you know, I want the family to be close, and you don't have a family that's close on one side, but I guess as long as you and the person you're in a relationship with are okay, that's okay. That's challenging, though. That could be very challenging. Leo, offer love and affection instead of conflict and rejection. Ooh, that's big for you, Leo. Let me say that again, because Leo need to hear that again. Leo, offer love and affection instead of conflict and rejection. I feel like that should have been my closing statement for today. Don't try to deal with important issues or make changes that will upset the apple cart. Minor accidents are likely if you take risks. All right, listen. Don't try to deal with important issues or make changes to the apple cart. Not today. It's not the day for that. Listen, go out, get the potatoes ready for the sweet potato pie. You know, make sure you got all the ingredients. In the meantime, you make an apple pie. Yeah, just make the apple pie. Don't upset the cart though. Try to keep it down today, Leo. You know, offer some love and affection today. Keep it down, keep it smooth, right? It's gonna be nice this weekend if you make it nice. That's the thing. All right, Virgo. You will find the excitement gratifying. Get involved in a competitive sport that will bring the challenges you thrive on. You need to refrain from being generous and the generous one in the group. All right, have some fun. That excitement that you've been craving is happening today, and it's gonna be gratifying. Listen, I'm looking for the same thing, Virgo. I'm looking for some excitement. All work and no play makes Audrey a dull girl. Y'all know they said that in The Shining, like The Shining. I watched The Shining one time. I thought The Shining was so scary, but I remember that line: all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. So all work and no play makes you a dull girl. Have some fun. That excitement you've been craving is going to be gratifying. You're going to feel like, this is what I've been looking for. Ooh, so anyway, have some fun. All right, I'm going to go to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free, set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself, this time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh, oh, oh. A brighter day, a brighter day. Oh.
daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thies. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. Do not sign your life away. Take a trip or just spend some quality time with your mates. Invite people home to discuss your plans for group fundraising events and outings. All right, listen, don't sign your life away. Be sure to read the fine print, Libra. If you don't understand something, consult a professional. Here's what you don't want to do. Sign on the dot. Listen, I did that, and I'll never do that again. So I signed a contract for something, and I tried to get out of the contract 2 years later. And so I'm thinking, well, I could just say I don't want the service anymore. Well, guess what? They were like, well, no, you have to go through you have to put in 12 months ahead of time to cancel. I had to cancel the contract 12 months ahead of time. 12 months. And I was like, what? That's because I didn't read the fine print, because I'm so used to saying, you know what, well, if I don't want something, I can just cancel. And then after 2 years, I'm thinking, well, it's okay to cancel, but it's not okay. And that's because I did not read the fine print. So because I did not read the fine print, I have an astronomical bill for canceling early. They consider that canceling early, 2 years after the fact. Yep. So listen, I'm saying that to you, Libra. Make sure don't sign your life away. Read it, even if you don't want to. I thought it was just a general contract. And I'm like, okay, I've signed plenty of these before. And when I went to go do the service, I don't want this anymore. It's really not benefiting me. I'm spending a lot of money on it's for the business. I'm spending a lot of money on this. I don't need it. I could do something pretty similar and spend not even close to the amount of money I'm spending on this. And when I went to go cancel, she was like, well, you gotta cancel 12 months ahead of time. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, I've been had this contract for 2 years. And she's like, yeah, but it's year to year. I was like, wow. So I would never do. And then they asked me, could I refer somebody? No, I will not refer anybody to you guys. I won't. I think, because I thought that was pretty excessive. Like, why would I refer somebody to get them locked into the same nonsense I'm locked into? No, I won't refer anybody. So I'm going to pay what I owe and keep it moving. All right, Scorpio. Unexpected events may upset your routine. Relationships will form if you get out and do things that you enjoy. You are best not to retaliate if members of your household are trying to pick a fight with you. Here's the thing. Tell your family, Scorpio, because you could be a little mean, Scorpio, but say it with a nice, loving way. Leave me alone. It's the day before Thanksgiving. I'm trying to get my food together or get my eat on. One of the two. You're not going to fight with me today because I'm not going to fight with you. So get out of my face and you go sit in a corner somewhere and let me do what I'm about to do. Just tell them, get out of my face. I don't want you to ruin my weekend. This is going to be a fun weekend. Even if you're not cooking at home, you're going to dinner somewhere, tell them, leave me alone. Don't try to retaliate. It's going to backfire in your face. You're going to be miserable for the rest of the weekend. Don't do that. All right. All right, Sagittarius, your irritability may drive your loved ones crazy. Your ideas may be good, but they aren't necessarily right for everyone. Your mate needs extra attention and is feeling rather insecure when you're not in sight. Oh, God. Your support and concern will help. All right, look. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. So your mate is feeling insecure if you're not in sight. How does that work out for you? Listen, if you're like some of the Sagittarian women I know, like that person probably is not the right person for you, because the ones that I know, they're always on the go. They're always doing things. They're always trying to move to the next level. These are the Sagittarian women. The men I know are pretty laid back. So, if the person you're with, you got to be in their eyesight for them to feel secure like that, I don't know, you might want to check that. Right? You might want, they may need to be with a Capricorn man or something. The women are not like that, but the men, they want to know your every move. So y'all might be perfectly together, whoever that person is. But the Sagittarius I know, yeah, that's not a good thing. Not the women. Now the men, they're pretty much bend to their mate's whim. Like if the mate don't want them to do something, they normally don't do it. And if they do it, they sneaking. If the mate, they acknowledge their person, like, hey, you want to talk to such and such? Like, nah, I ain't call to talk to them. Have you ever been in a situation where you call to talk to some Sagittarius men are good at this? Have you ever been in a position you call or talk to the Sagittarius person, the man, and they talk to you about 2 minutes, and they say, hey, you want to talk to my wife? You be like, and you don't want to be rude and say, no, I didn't call to talk to her. I called to talk to you. Because they want you to know that they want the wife or the person in their life to know that you acknowledge them. But you didn't call or talk to them. I know that from firsthand experience with Sagittarius. All right. Anyway, Capricorn, don't let others know about your private affairs. Property investments should pay off. Look, Cap, keep your business to yourself. If you don't want anybody to know about it, don't tell nobody. That's all. It's that simple. I know that sounds simple because it is. Keep your business to yourself. If you don't want folks to know about your business, keep it to yourself. All right, cool. Aquarius, they won't pay you back and you'll be upset. Visitors may relieve the tension. You should focus on money-making matters and stay away from emotional disputes. All right, look, here's the thing. I always say this. Do not lend money you cannot afford to get back. You know what I mean? Because if you lend that money expecting it to come back and it doesn't, you're gonna be pissed off. So if you lend money, just know that there's a strong possibility you may never get that money back, and you should be okay with that before you lend the money. Yes, of course you're lending it because you want it back, but chances are you may not get it back. So when I lend money, which is very rare, I just know that I'm gonna lend this money and it's okay if I don't get it back. But guess what? If I feel like I need my money and I want it back, I'm not lending it because I ain't got it. You can think what you want to think because I know you ain't gonna pay me back because you don't pay anybody back. You know them people that always borrow money from folks who don't pay anybody back. They're like, child, don't listen. Don't lend Sheila no money because you know she ain't gonna pay you back. Why would you lend money? They done told you Sheila don't pay nobody back. So something similar happened the other day, right? Someone called someone. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. Someone called someone and said, "Hey, call me back." And have your mom call me back, right? Have your mom come too. And I'm like, what do I need to go for? So my daughter called the person back, and they was like, yeah, I need somewhere to stay because my son put me out. I'm like, so the problem is the person is one of those type of people who has a really sketchy background. And I do not have time to be watching folks in my house. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to that meeting. Count me out. Because I don't have time to watch people. Like, if I already know you got a sketchy background of stealing and, all kind of abuses and things like that. If your kid is putting you out, why in the world? Yeah, not going to happen. I know that sounds hard, right? But I'm just saying, I don't have time for all of that. I don't. They won't. They not going to pay your money back. They going to come in your house and disrupt it. Not going to disrupt my peace. No, sir. Anyway, last but not least, my fellow fish, Pisces. You will be a real chatterbox today. That's every day. That's not every day. I'm not a chatterbox every day, y'all. I'm a chatterbox from 10 to 11. After that, I'm not chatting. I have work to do. But anyway, fish, they're saying we're going to be a real chatterbox today. I start my day off as a chatterbox. Don't make accusations unless you are completely sure that you are correct. Your involvement in sports or entertainment will lead to new romances. Oh, look at you, fish. Sports. Okay, sports and entertainment. Now, listen. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to the football game on Friday Night Lights. Now, if you're looking for romance, football games, well, let me say this. Football games in Georgia are normally packed out. High school football games. Now, that being said, most of the people there are in relationships. So I don't know what you can find unless some friends show up with the person that's in the relationship. Anyway, you're looking for some romance, go out to a sporting event. Maybe you'll find it. In the meantime, don't chat people's ears off too much today. All right, fish? We can chat. We could talk. My daughter used to say, oh my God, my mother talks a lot. Which is funny because I really don't talk a lot. I only talk a lot when people are talking to me. I'm not out there trying to search out conversations because most of the time my mind is focused on my business. So I really am not a chatterbox like that. On this show, I have to be because this is my business. I have to be on here chatting. But just in general, not a chatterbox. I don't talk on the phone very often. And I actually think I met someone recently, and I think that he might have thought that I was being a little standoffish because I'm not a phone person. Like I'm not a chatterbox. And so he's a chatterbox and he likes to talk on the phone. And he's called me a couple of times to ask some business advice or whatever, and I've given it to him. But just for me to pick up the phone and just be talking to people, yeah, that's not gonna happen very often. And so, I've said nice things like, hey, I saw you on the video, pretty cool. I haven't really got a response back, right? And I'm saying to myself, okay, are you feeling some kind of way? Because I'm not that person to call folks. I'm just not. I call my immediate people and say hi, and we do that probably once every 2 weeks. I'm not a real chatterbox. So that's not my thing. But I don't know about you, fish. Anyway, don't talk people's heads off today. All right. That's all the horoscopes I got for you. I'll be back again tomorrow just to bring you the horoscopes on Thanksgiving. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I ain't coming here to do a full show, but I will come to do your horoscopes. All right, let's get on to some news you can use. I got to tell y'all this story because I always run across a story every now and again that I just be like, wow, that's amazing. So here's a story that I came across that I just had to share because I found it to be amazing. So it says, parents welcome twins from embryos frozen 30 years ago. That's the headline of the story. I'm like, what? So anyway, it says in April 1992, Vanessa Williams saved the best for last top billboards at 100. Arkansas Governor Bill Clinton was running for the White House. Who's the Boss aired its final episode. That was in 1992. I used to love Who's the Boss. And the babies born to Rachel and Philip Ridgway a couple of weeks ago were frozen as embryos. So this what was happening in 1992. Vanessa Williams was singing "Save the Best for Last," and Governor Clinton was running for president, and Who's the Boss was on this last episode. But in the meantime, Rachel and Philip Ridgway froze the embryos, and 30 years later, they had some babies. Wow, that's nuts. Okay, so on October the 31st, Lydia and Timothy Ridgway were born from what may be the longest frozen embryos to ever result in a live birth, according to the National Embryo Donation Center. What? How old are the people? So my thing is, who were they born to? Were they born to the same parents? Let me see here. I got to get down to the story. Okay, there is something mind-boggling about it. Philip Ridgway says as he and his wife cradled their newborns, they born to the same parents in their laps outside their Portland, Oregon home. So, yeah. Wow. Okay, so he says, I was 5 years old when God gave life to Lydia and Timothy, and he's been preserving that life ever since. 5? So are they saying they took the eggs and stuff out of them when they were 5? That sounds crazy. In a sense, they're our oldest children, even though they're our smallest children, says the Ridgways, who have 4 children. So the Ridgways were little. So this is science, y'all. I had to tell y'all this story because I just found this. Okay, so the Ridgways, the parents of these kids, they were 5 years old when they took out the embryos. I didn't even. So we make eggs that young, like as women, like okay. So they were 5 years old. What is this? That was 1992, so that was 30 years ago. So 30 years ago, they were 5, so they're 35 now. And they froze their embryos 30 years ago as little kids, right? And then now, I guess they've had, they had 4 children of their own right now. They got children that are ages 8, 6, 3, and almost 2, right? And now they got these 2 newborn twins from these eggs that were frozen 30 years ago. I wonder though, that's so crazy, y'all. That sounds crazy. I'm wondering if the babies are going to be okay, because the embryos were the eggs were frozen so long. That sounds science fictional. Anyway, go to Gwinnett Daily Post, look at the story. It's a really long story, and I just can't go through the entire story, but it sounds amazing, but it sure sounds sci-fi. And that's a long time to have some eggs frozen 30 years, and now you want to have a baby. That sounds freakish. And they were 5 years old when they took the embryos out of the person. Yeah. That sounds crazy. That sounds nuts. But anyway, go ahead. You read the story because it's very long. It's amazing though to see where we are, and where science is going and where we're going. So it sounds very sci-fi, but it's happening in real time, in real life. So go ahead, Gwinnett Daily Post, you can see it. The story is really long, y'all. I think this may have been the longest story I've ever seen on Gwinnett Daily Post. Anyway, when the babies were born, the little girl, her name is Lydia, she weighed 5 pounds 11 ounces, and her twin brother, what's interesting about that is both of the babies lived. Timothy was 6 pounds 7 ounces. Good sizes for babies. Go ahead, go to Gwinnett Daily Post and read that story. That's amazing. I just had to tell that to y'all because I was like, that what? Like 30 years ago? Like really? Sounds very sci-fi-ish. It does. All right, it's that time of the year, and tomorrow afternoon after you get finished eating all the turkey and potato salad and sweet potato pies and everything, go on downtown Lawrenceville for the tree lighting. That's what happens. That's a tradition. I'm gonna make it this year. You know, I keep saying that. I say that every year, y'all, and I don't make the tree lighting. And the reason I don't make the tree lighting is because it's at 5:30. We don't kick off dinner to 3:30. And so at 5:30, everybody would have to actually leave the house and then go downtown to the tree lighting and then come back home. And so I have missed the tree lighting every year since I've been here 9 years. I've never gone. And I said, I'm going to make it tomorrow. And I just may have to dip out and take my baby and go to the tree lighting. I might have to do that. But it's tomorrow downtown Lawrenceville. And so they do this every year. They do the tree lighting. It starts at 5:30. But I've never made it, so I'm going to try to make it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sugar baby and go downtown and then come back. I'm not going to ask everybody else to leave, but it depends too. So it's 5:30 to 8 o'clock. And if they actually light the tree at 8 o'clock, it'd probably be okay. So anyway, they say they have a lot of people that come back year after year. Gwinnett County Parks and Recreation Manager Tina Pengel said it's become their holiday tradition, which is great. I see the same people saying, "Hey, we're back," and that's what I'm talking about. And I'm missing the whole tradition, so I'm gonna have to squeeze that in some kind of way. They say it's really neat. We have some people who have been doing it for 20 years, and it's just like a family tradition. This year marks the 35th annual tree lighting celebration on the square, with festivities set to take place from 5:30 to 8 p.m. Tree lighting itself, which is the main event, will happen after Santa and Mrs. Claus arrive at the courthouse. The arrival is expected to be around 6:15 p.m. Santa and Mrs. Claus will set the lighting of the tree in motion with the help from Fox 5 TV reporter Randy Travis from the turret of the courthouse clock tower. That's pretty nice, y'all. So 6:15. The problem with that is I don't get there early. There will be no parks. I already know that. If the same people been coming for 20-something years, there will be no parks. But if you want to do it, you can go downtown and do it. It's going to be a lot of people. They say the estimated amount of people is 1,000 people. Yeah. They said they would love to see 2,000 people. Back in 2016, they said they had about 2,000 people, which means there's going to be no parking. Like, in order for me to make this happen, y'all, I would have to tell people, hey, meet me downtown at the tree lighting, then come to my house for dinner. Yeah, that's not going to happen. And what's probably going to happen, if me and Sugar Baby don't dip out the house, I'll probably be in the midst of a spades game. Or Uno. Yeah, so I may never make the tree lighting. I may never make it. But anyway, if you want to make the tree lighting, it's going down tomorrow down at the old courthouse downtown Lawrenceville on East Krogan Street, 5:30 to 8 p.m. The tree actually get lit at 6:15 when Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus come into the house. All right, cool. All right, looking for something to do tonight, though. You want to have something to do. Music bingo is going down tonight, 6:30 to 8:30. You want to do music bingo? It's going to be at the Monkey Wrench Brewing, located at 3425 Martin Farm Road, and that's in Swanee. So if you want to play musical bingo, because you're getting off early today, because it's a half day, because it's Thanksgiving Eve, but you don't have to cook, you just going to go to somebody's house for dinner, so you want to hang out and have a little fun tonight, because you got a long weekend ahead of you, go to Monkey Wrench and have some fun. Monkey Wrench Brewing, located at 3425 Martin Farm Road in Swanee, 6:30 to 8:30, you can play music bingo. Yep, you sure can. Sounds good to you? Sounds good to you. All right, still, that's not good enough. You want to do something else? Yep, you can do something else. Shine the Light Show at Cool Ray Field tonight, 6 to 10 p.m. And that's going to be at Cool Ray Stadium. So if you want to go out and do something a little bit different, making its debut at Cool Ray Field in Lawrenceville, Georgia, this holiday season, Shine Light Show is a drive-through holiday light show running from November the 18th. That sounds very nice. It started last week, November 18th. It's going to run through January the 1st, 2023. Themed and ticketed guests are invited to stay in their cars, tune their radio to the Zion station, and immerse themselves in a wonderland of synchronized lights, displays, and music from the comfort of your car. That sounds beautiful. Now, I might take Sugar Baby to that tonight. This dazzling show is a leisurely drive through archways, illuminated installations for all ages. Only one ticket per vehicle. Tickets are only available for purchase online. Shine Your Light Show. So you got to go to www.shinelightshow.com, shinelightshow.com to get your tickets if you want to go out to this evening. That sounds really nice. It starts at 6 o'clock. It runs from 6 o'clock to 10 p.m. Again, that's going to be at Cool Ray Field here in Lawrenceville, 2500 Buford Drive, Lawrenceville, Georgia. That sounds really nice. last year we went to the light show in Atlanta. When I tell you I had never seen anything like that before, that was beautiful. Like it was cold though. Woo, it was cold. But we walked the Atlanta light show, and it was so pretty, y'all. I had never seen anything like that in my life. And it was just like they had made sculptures out of lights, and you could just walk around and see all the different sculptures. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So we may do this one. If we don't do it tomorrow, we may do it Friday night, 6 to 10. So it's drive-through. You don't have to get out your car. You just drive through. And again, that's going to be at Coolray Field, located at 2500 Buford Drive in Lawrenceville. And you just pay for one car. Like, you don't have to pay per person because you can't get out the car. So you pay for that one ticket for the car, and then you drive your car through. You don't even have to get out. It's just pretty nice. So even if it's cold, you don't have to worry about, freezing because it's so cold. That's what you don't have to do. So I think that's pretty cool. And so if you want to go, you can actually go tonight too if you want to. I think a lot of people are going to be cooking. How much are the tickets? Go to the website, shinelightshow.com, and you'll see it there. All right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and give you my word of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
You're the only one I think about, yeah. You're the only one for me. The only one I care about, yeah. Thinking about you day and night, yeah. You're the only one for me. I just wanna get it right, yeah. Ooh, yeah. You're the one I'm thinking of. Come on and take my love. Let's go and we can fly away. Taking off to the sky, it's you and me tonight. Whoa, baby. There was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, baby. Yeah. I knew that it was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, baby. It's amazing how you rock my world. You're the only one for me. Never thought that I would be your girl. Ooh, yeah. You're the one I'm thinking of. Come on and take my love. Let's go and we can fly away. We're taking off to the sky. It's you and me tonight. Whoa, baby. There was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, baby. Yeah. I knew that it was something special. Baby boy, you are my treasure. I know we got it, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know we got it, baby. Yeah.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration. Here goes. It says, appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us all. Oh, that's nice. Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us all. Voltaire said that, and he was right. Sometimes you just got to be appreciative of the things that are around you, because when you do that, it makes good for everything, for all of us. And if we start doing more of that, being appreciative of the people around us, the things around us, and not focus on the things that are not going well all the time. I get it, we're human, and it's hard not to focus on things, but sometimes just look around you and be appreciative of some of the things that you woke up this morning, right? That's one thing to be grateful for. You had a roof over your head. That's something to be grateful for. It may not be the roof that you want, but it's a roof. You had water to drink. You had food to eat. Somebody didn't wake up with those things. You had shoes to put on your feet. Be appreciative. And be appreciative of people in your life. They woke up to celebrate another day with you. Appreciate that, because they might not have woken up this morning. I'm just saying. So you got to start showing gratitude and being grateful for the things that you already have. I get it. We're striving. We're on our grind right now to do more, be more, have more. But don't forget to show gratitude and be grateful for the things that you already have right now. All right? So all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 46 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. Listen, if you guys don't tune in tomorrow, I will be here to say do your horoscopes, and I'm going to say some Thanksgiving blessings tomorrow. But if you don't tune in tomorrow, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And I love you guys for always listening and tuning in. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. You guys stay safe out there. Have a happy Thanksgiving for those of you who won't tune in tomorrow. And if not, I'll talk to you on next Monday. But for those of you who will tune in tomorrow, I'll talk to you tomorrow, God willing. Until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.